All right, so I gave over and unders last week, but I wasn't terribly specific. I just said more than this, less than that, push. And I thought today and tomorrow, we'll do the AFC today and the NFC tomorrow. I'll be more specific. This is what I believe, because over and unders sort of tell you what Vegas thinks divisions are going to look like. And I'll tell you if I agree or don't based on my over-unders and be more specific today. So let's start with the AFC East. The over and unders by Fox Bet tell you it's going to be Buffalo winning the division, tied with New England, then the Jets and Miami. I don't see that. I think Buffalo and the Jets tie for the division lead. Miami has 8-8 written all over it, and New England finishes fourth. Jarrett Stidham is starting with no weapons outside of Julian Edelman, who is a slot receiver. I just don't think this team offensively can keep up with many in their division. Buffalo added Stephon Diggs. I think the Jets went out and did a nice job to upgrade their O-line and their wide receivers, and they already have Le'Veon Bell and two really good tight ends. So I think the Jets are the easiest bet in this division, over 6.5. Sam Darnold went 7-6 last year with mono and an atrocious offensive line. So I think it's Buffalo Jets at the top, Miami close, and New England in fourth, and I feel strongly about it. The AFC North. Fox Bet believes Baltimore wins, Pittsburgh second, Cleveland third, and Cincinnati fourth. I do agree that Baltimore wins, but 10 wins, not 11, more of a target. I think Cleveland finishes in second place, Pittsburgh third, and Cincinnati fourth. My question with Pittsburgh, I don't know if they got any better, and I don't know what to expect from 38-year-old Big Ben. He has never been an off-season grinder and workout machine like a Tom Brady, a Drew Brees, or a Russell Wilson. That is not his DNA so far. I think he could be back, but again, no OTAs, no camp. Would he be rusty? And the division is significantly better. I think Cleveland ends up finishing second in the division and is one of the most improved teams, at least from an organizational standpoint in the NFL. Cincinnati, 5-6 wins, kind of feels like tops. AFC South. So Fox Bets over-unders believes Indy and Tennessee tie for the division lead, Houston third, and Jacksonville finishes fourth. I think Indianapolis wins it going out at 10-6. I think Phillip Rivers, with that offensive line, will revert back to Phillip Rivers a couple of years ago, inspired, motivated, with tremendous protection. I also love the Colts draft. Two guys that will make an impact as rookie. Running back Jonathan Taylor and wide receiver Michael Pittman. Tennessee is 8-8. Why? Because I think there has to be a reality about Ryan Tannehill. I think we all went crazy. But if you look at the numbers in his last 2 or 3 games, including playoff games, they were creating an offense that was moving the ball despite Ryan Tannehill. I do think Houston steps back. It's been a noisy offseason, and Jacksonville's tanking. I'll give them 4 wins, and I doubt they even get there. And finally, the AFC West. Fox Bet thinks Kansas City runs away with it. A 4-game lead by the end of the year over Denver and Las Vegas and the Chargers. I do not see it that way. I think Kansas City wins the division at 11-5, but Denver fights them the entire way. I think Denver had an unbelievable offseason. I loved adding Melvin Gordon, A.J. Bouye, and Jarrell Casey. I thought they went out and addressed speed on the perimeter. They won 4 of their last 5 games to end the season. And they play the AFC East and the NFC South, and their tougher games are at home. The Chiefs' tougher games are on the road. I think the Chargers potentially could be a playoff team in that division, finishing in 3rd place at 9-7. Tyrod Taylor, to me, is the perfect anecdote, the perfect medicine for Phillip Rivers. Little more athletic. You get the same maturity, but far fewer mistakes. They can move the pocket a little more. And I think it's a roster that rivals almost anybody except Baltimore in football. And the Raiders, I think it's 6-10. I don't think they know exactly what they've got at quarterback right now. I think they've got Derek Carr, who I like more than John Gruden and Mike Mayock. But I think Marcus Mariota is just there waiting. So these would be my 7 playoff teams in the AFC based on over-unders, ties broken by odds to make the playoffs. My playoff teams would be Let me look again. Buffalo, Jets, Baltimore, Indy, Kansas City, Denver. Did I miss one? And the Chargers. Yeah. Yeah, I think my playoff teams, Buffalo. So Buffalo, Indy, Kansas City, Baltimore for sure. Then Denver for sure makes it 5. I've got 2 more. It would be Jets and Tennessee. No, Jets and Cleveland. Yeah, that's my playoff team.
Are you reserving the right to change your mind when you see the schedules on Friday?
Yes. I've got segments to fill. Yes. Yeah, I have a right to change my mind. I'm just saying this morning, based on my Fox bets over and unders, here's what they think the divisions will look like. And I'm telling you, here's what I think they'll look like. Yeah, so my playoff teams are Kansas City, Denver, Baltimore, Buffalo, Indianapolis. That gives me 4. And the 3 other ones are Cleveland, Denver, and either the Jets or Chargers based on the tiebreaker. Again, I have a right to change my mind. Don't look at me like that. I'm not going to feel guilty if I change tomorrow or Thursday. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.